Thank you. And actually, I'm the chairman of the school board, not the superintendent. That's a pay increase. I think it's really fitting that we had the three candidates for school board, one of whom I will be serving with for the next 4 years. They all spoke about a common thing, and that is the fact that our pay is woefully low compared to the districts around us. I'm going to do my best not to take up all of your time, but I do want to make everyone aware of what we as a board have decided to do to try to address that and some other things. On the November ballot, not the primary, but the November ballot, there will be an item. It is the last item on the ballot, and it is a ballot measure to increase the property taxes in Charlotte County by $1 million, purely for funding our schools. That $1 million for the average homeowner in Charlotte County will be about $134 a year increase, roughly $10 a month. That $10 a month that the average homeowner is going to pay will raise $17 million for our school district on an annual basis. It is a 4-year referendum. Over the course of that 4 years, 4 times 17 is $72 million that we raise for our schools. We have been very clear in how that money will be spent. A large portion of it, about $7 million, is going to be spent directly to increasing salaries for our educators and our other staff members, so that we're able to not only recruit the people, but retain the people, as I believe it was Kara, the people that we spent all the time training to get them to stay here. Another piece of it is an additional half hour of instruction time. Believe it or not, the price tag for that is about $5 million for us to increase this instructional day. 30 minutes may not seem like much to normal people. Over the 12 years that you're in our Charlotte County public school system, your student is going to receive a full year less of instructional time than the kids just to our north in Sarasota County. And you don't have to be in education to understand that more instructional time is going to lead to more student achievement. The remaining $3 million will be spent on we call them the small ticket items because of the price, but they're huge ticket items in terms of the impact. It's additional school security, it's additional funding for arts, music, and band, hiring more paraprofessionals to give that so important one-on-one individualized instruction to our students, workforce development, increasing the programs at the technical college so that we're able to give kids that aren't necessarily interested in going to college a pathway to a really good career. And then one of the smaller things is we've actually committed to removing the pay to participate program, which right now says if you want to play any athletics in Charlotte County, you have to pay a fee. And it really discourages a lot of our less privileged kids from participating in sports. And if you've ever played a sport, you know the benefit that you get from that, learning to be a part of the team. And we actually have kids that have told me the reason they keep their grades up is because they want to be on the basketball team. Jerry spoke a lot about the independent efficiency review. This is separate but similar. One of the things that we have been committed to is when this referendum passes, we're going to create a citizen oversight committee made up of just regular people. And that committee's job is to ensure that every dollar collected by this referendum goes to the items we told you, the taxpayers, it was going to go to. We hear it all the time. I pay my taxes, I don't know what it's for. When you pay this tax, you will know exactly what it's for because the committee will be formed and there will be annual reports saying, yes, the school board did exactly what they said they were going to do. Again, I promised I wouldn't take up a whole lot of time. The one thing I do want to ask of you is, I had an article in the paper, please, we want you to support the referendum, but if you choose not to support it, please make that decision based on the facts of the referendum, based on what is the cost going to be to you as a homeowner and what are the benefits going to be to the residents of Charlotte County. There's a very small group of people that I believe are trying to undermine it by changing the conversation to something completely different than where we are trying to keep it. So I'm trying to keep everybody on task to understand this is exactly what we're proposing, this is exactly what it's going to cost you, and I humbly ask that on the November 6th election, turn to the last page of the ballot first because it is the last item on the ballot. Vote yes for our students.
What number? What number?
It's not a number. It will be you'll go through.
Last page.
all the candidates, all the judges, all the constitutional amendments. The last page will be the Charlotte County Public Schools millage referendum. It doesn't have a number, it just has a name. So thank you very much, and I'm around if anybody has any questions.